We continue our knowledge sharing mission through a series of interviews with marketing leaders from all over the world. And today, in our very special Women's Month series, we are thrilled to have Nitika with us.
Hello, Nikki. Hello, everyone. Welcome to CMO Chats. My name is Nitika Das. I head marketing for Dassault Systems in India.
Nitika, happy Women's Month.
Same to you, Nikki.
Thank you. And thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I'm very, very excited to learn more about your journey and hear your experiences as a female marketing leader. And to begin, could you share a little more about your role at Dassault Systems?
Yeah, sure, Nikki. So, like I said, I head marketing for Dassault Systems in India. So basically, I've been with Dassault Systems now for more than 3 years. And I take care of marketing for all solutions and segments. And the focus for us is we believe that we can contribute to India's growth story through our customers. And for me, marketing technology is not as a software mostly, but I look at it as an enabler for India's next chapter, right?
Mhm.
So that's how we look at marketing in Dassault Systems.
Perfect. Nitika, every leadership journey has, defining moments. And I'm very curious, how did you get into marketing?
So I've done sales. I've been in partner sales, right? So, and this was a natural, progression for me. So I did a lot of these, sales and partner marketing and partner sales roles initially and execution ones. And then I took on more strategic leadership roles, managing programs for the GO. And then this basically progression came naturally that now, with all that experience and knowledge of working with customers, right, it made more sense to actually, yes, go for the marketing roles.
Wonderful. Now, Nitika, you're one of the select women leaders we're featuring in this special Women's Month edition of CMO Chats. And I just love to build on that in the spirit of Women's Month, which is very much about lifting others as we rise. Was there a moment in your career where mentorship and support made a meaningful difference?
Yes, I must, say it did. See, I was lucky enough, Nikki, to be mentored by my own manager. But more than I think mentorship has its place, got the right advice and support that I needed during, my journey as a marketer. And when the time came, I think I wasn't ready to take on the next challenge and a bigger challenge or, a leadership role. But my mentor, come sponsor, I think believed in me more. So he almost, pushed me into the leadership role. I didn't, I think, believe in myself at that time. But it's important to have, mentors and I would say sponsors too in an organization who can push your case, who understand you and your potential. And sometimes, we in our journey, we are more focused on the day to day and don't really believe that can I now take on the next leadership role. And this happens mostly with us women. So yes, I was fortunate enough that my mentor come sponsor believed in me and almost pushed me into taking on the leadership role. Yes.
Oh, I love hearing that, the impact of mentorship. And it's sometimes someone else would really see your potential before you see it yourself. And sometimes it
Yes.
takes one
Yes.
to.
And I must add that, he was like, Nitika, you can keep thinking about it. I am today announcing your name, and then you can think about it later and come back to me.
Oh, that's so nice. And on that note, leadership expectations are also constantly evolving. Do you think they have shifted specifically for women in senior marketing roles?
Um, I think women in leadership is now more normalized, right? Nikki, yes, we do need many more females in the leadership role, and I'm not saying that uh, we are equally represented. No, but what I'm trying to say is that I think earlier it was more prescriptive that females should follow certain prescribed leadership pattern and style. I think it's more, since it is more normalized now. So we are what we are, and you are free to be yourself, right? And take your own leadership style. So more authentic, I would say, Nikki,
Mhm.
works always, and I think it goes for both men and women, right? To have your own authentic leadership style.
Yes, I have to agree. I'm very proud to say that in the Ortus Club alone, we have like 80% females in our management. So very
Excellent.
proud of. And we've seen that in roundtables too. Before we would host roundtables with our partners and they would be mostly men. But now I personally witnessed a roundtable with 100% just women, just females.
No, that's excellent, Nikki. Actually, I still find it difficult to have a women panel, or women representation in panel, because I think plant head, the kind of mix that we will have in the panel, more technology engineering sort of members and leaders. So we will have some women leaders, but it's difficult in the domain that we are in. But I would say that the ones who are there, they're doing exceptionally well. They're killing it, I would say.
Yes, I have to agree. And turning to strategy, what is your key marketing focus at the moment?
See, like I said, Nikki, that our marketing focus has always been to align with our customer priorities. Okay. So for me, it is important that, and for my team, it is important that we, uh, strategically focus on growth industries, and which are the next, bringing growth for the country, and support them in their growth journey. Uh, we believe that we are the enablers, so we focus there on a lot of growth industries, and our core industries too, and then also work closely with sales on accelerating revenue. See, for us, it's not about lead generation, opportunity generation only anymore. It's about being a partner to sales,
Mhm.
and talk real value, talk real revenue. So that's another focus area for us. And then I would say that customer stories, we actually amplify a lot of our customer stories that showcase the larger business impact, right? So that's what we also believe in doing, and that's how we work closely in these areas.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Nitika. Clearly, there's a lot happening in our space right now. I know we're expected to be part of like the building revenue or translating our campaigns to revenue, to actual revenue, collaborating with sales, creating or curating more creative like campaigns. But from your perspective, what do you say is the biggest challenge marketers face today?
At this time, I would say there's a lot of attention deficit that our customers or prospects would have, because there's just so much content out there, right?
Oh,
So the time that a prospect will have to spend on a piece of content, video, etc., is very, very limited. So it poses a lot of challenge in the area where there are so many voices, right?
mm,
How do you make your voice heard? How do you make an impact, right? And that's when talking about brand building, then demand generation, I think, makes a lot of sense. When you think about the customer success and client success, than just looking at them as a lead generation, demand generation, and building a brand which is a long term vision that you have. Maybe that we would be able to cut the noise around, but it's difficult in this day and age when there is just so much going on everywhere. There's so much content, so much being said on social media and on otherwise on events, right? So, yeah.
True. True, yes. And on the flip side of that challenge, what do you think is the biggest opportunity for directors and heads of marketing today?
I think this also, with AI, with data, with customer insights that are available to us now, I think it also, yes, is an opportunity to be able to really understand our customers, really listen to our customers, and be on the table with business and, work a strategy for revenue, isn't it? So, and work out a strategy for each, of your top accounts, your uh, plans for growth in mid-market accounts, right? So it also, yes, gives us a big opportunity to be a partner to, I would say, sales, and really showcase, what can be maybe meaningful for our customers.
Right, yes. Nitika, in one word, how would you describe the role of the marketing director and why?
Nikki, for me, I think CMO, I would say, would be an orchestrator who brings marketing intelligence and the revenue acceleration bit, and then go to market strategy, and being a partner to sales, right? So all those hats, and plus build the brand for a long term vision. So I think we play a more of an orchestrator role, and which is bringing all these elements and these important roles together. Yeah.
Mhm. Orchestrator, beautiful. As we celebrate Women's Month, what advice would you share with young women aspiring to build long term careers in marketing?
Nice. I think, Nikki, what I would say is remain authentic, and be creative. There is always opportunity there when the attitude is to deliver, and keep pushing yourself to do better than before. What I always say to my team, Nikki, is be it male or female, I always say that, we are not working towards KPIs. So never look at the KPIs. I think when we do the right things, KPIs automatically happen. It's the creative work that, will define you. Focus on that every year, at least one program, one I don't call it campaign, because campaigns are, I think, short-lived, but I think one program that you bring about, which actually makes a business impact. That's what should be your vision every time, and that will give you that enthusiasm, the also the respect from business, that as a partner when you work with them. So yeah, so moving beyond KPIs and really focusing on delivering a program that has a real business impact, right? So every year, at least one program which is creative, which brings about value
Mhm.
to our business. And in my team, I would say each person drives at least one such program every year.
Mhm. Thanks for sharing that, Nitika. I love what you said about campaigns being short lived. We actually call our campaigns. But now that you said that programs feel more like a longer lifespan, I think that's something. It's mindset, like how you call these things, how you label these things. That's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think
Well, finally, Nitika, if you could ask fellow marketing leaders one question about leadership, what would it be?
It will be good for me to also know how are they doing it, Nikki, in this very congested, content-driven, and like we discussed, there is so much distractions that our customers and prospects hold. So, how are they driving the real customer value? How are they having their content stand out? So, it'll be good to actually exchange notes there.